Hi. Okay, first off, for you who don't know me, I'm an instructor at Tattershall School of Defense. I've been studying and teaching from the historical manuals, sword manuals, for over 20 years, and I've taught seminars and classes across North America. So, in my time in teaching, I've been asked a lot, what can I do to train or drill at home? So now I thought it's a good time to show some drills and exercises that you can do on your own, and it will pay off down the road and improve your rapier fencing. I plan to post a number of videos. Each one will be just a few minutes long. The first one is about 8.5 minutes long. The rest should be shorter. That will focus on different things that you can do on your own with just you and your sword, or even some empty-handed, to increase your skills, and maybe do 20 or 30 minutes worth of drilling, or do a number of repetitions. Most of the things to do when you're drilling solo involve working on your form, your structure, and your visualization. So by working on form, I mean improving the way something works or flows. By working on your structure, I mean work on the body mechanics, work on the muscle groups, work on the mechanical support system of your body. And by visualization, we'll put those other two together into drills aimed at visualizing a fight and drilling your actions on your own. I'm also going to explain why to do this, and it's going to be every bit as important as mat time. So I hope to release the videos that touch on all these points. So why practice solo? Well, solo practice is skills practice. Some corollaries might be a basketball player practicing their shots and their layups, a ballerina practicing her forms and her leaps, a tennis player hitting return shots over and over and over again, or even a musician practicing scales and chord progressions. They all need to internalize those actions by repetition. You can't be thinking about your form or the individual pieces of your action when you're facing off against another player or against a sheet of music. Your hand has to play the G minor chord thoughtlessly when you see it on the page. You have to be able to direct the tennis ball to the right part of the court without thinking about how to angle your wrist. These automatic actions also have to be mechanically correct, or else the dancer and the piano player and the tennis player and all of us will suffer injuries probably down the road. To use a lunge well in action, for instance, you should have already done hundreds, if not thousands, with good form. And you should have done most of those when you could focus only on getting the lunge itself right and not on avoiding the counter thrust at the same time. The same thing applies to the other core actions, the cavatione, the cuts, etc. You need to have worked through them a lot so that when you're facing someone in real time, you don't have to think about how your arm's working, and your arm still works correctly without causing injury. So my quick theory of practice goes something like this. You work on your individual skills to improve them and to work them into your body. You work on pair drills to further refine your skills and then start putting them together into combinations, into actions. You're using what you've practiced to solve problems. You then work on free fighting to try and practice your solutions at speed against someone who really doesn't want you to solve their offered problem. Note though, free fighting is still practice. You're working on specific things. You're not just trying to hit your opponent, or else you're not practicing. You're just out there slinging swords around. Finally, you play in tournaments to see how well you can solve problems on the fly, under pressure of adrenaline, and with completely unexpected actions being thrown against you. Even in free fighting, you fight the same friends over and over again. You tend to get an idea of what they're about to throw. So hopefully in tournaments, you come up against new people, you have new problems that you have to find solutions to. So all that to say, if you aren't working on your individual skills, if you aren't practicing your lunges, your cavationes, if you aren't practicing how everything works correctly over and over and over again and getting them drilled into your body, you're missing out on a lot of what you can and should be doing to improve your fencing. So I'm presenting these videos to help people work on their skills so that when they get into paired drills and free fighting, they can spend that time thinking more about their combinations and tactics and less time bothered by why the lunge didn't work or why it didn't feel right or tearing something in their knee or in their arm. So, you got it? All right, let's go do this.